This is Pedro.
This is Ricardo, and welcome to the Power Up Podcast.
And is Microsoft doing a payment plan with their console?
Are EA doing more transactions in their games?
And Nvidia today announced, the other day they announced their 2080 and 2080 Ti at Gamescom.
Yep, gonna come out next September, or next month. Yes.
And Gary and his demons.
Yep, we're gonna be talking about our favorite shows. Right now, mine is Gary and his Demons, and Disenchanted's really good right now too.
And the fact that we're close to Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. You think it'll be a year before that comes? Nah, we'll talk about that when we get to it.
And Gamescom.
Gamescom.
Well, first off, you were telling me about EA microtransactions.
Yeah, supposedly they're getting a lot of flack from like different people, different countries about having microtransactions in their games more, and it's like they're trying to get Command and Conquer out, and I'm like, is Command and Conquer the new mobile game they're coming out with?
Maybe.
Is that one gonna have microtransactions?
Hopefully
like, how would
not.
they even do that for?
But I mean, they already had a backlash with microtransactions before Battlefront, you know?
Yeah, the funny thing is, Battlefront was a decent game on like the space fighting aspect, but really those microtransactions really cut too many people off from wanting to get more into it.
Yeah.
But I also didn't like the hero system.
It's like Ubisoft with their, they make a great Assassin's Creed game, but what ruins it is the bugs. That's what EA had with their microtransactions. It's just a bug that nobody wanted, and it was there.
Really? I thought the maps were really what destroyed. Well, besides the microtransactions, what really destroyed the game. Because it's like the maps are so descriptive and very... What's the word I'm looking for? Very film kind of looking. Not looking, but it's like... It looks realistic, really good, really good, but you don't go in every space. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but it's like...
Yeah, the fighting areas where you normally fight doesn't feel like it's too much a part of the whole map. I'm just saying, because when I respawn in a game, it just feels like I'm respawning pretty damn far.
What I didn't like, honestly, about Battlefield is like how the mechanics for vehicles and space battles happen. It was really dumb. It's like, I like the original Battlefield because you could just find a vehicle and get in it, or like, my rant with Battlefield always is just they changed it too much. Same with Call of Duty.
Yeah, we talking about Battlefront or Battlefield?
Same with Battlefield.
Okay.
And
with Battlefield, I really do appreciate that game more because the maps feel bigger.
Yeah.
So I actually really like that.
Same with Battlefront. Like, they changed it too much. They try to make it They try to make Battlefront into a Battlefield game, which, I mean, that's a mistake right there.
Yeah, because like when you're playing Battlefront 2 and you're like playing on the boots ground battles, when you get a vehicle, when you respawn in a vehicle, it just feels like there's no one to shoot in the air, and it feels like there's a bit of mix matching going on with like MOBA kind of like aircrafts that they got going on that you shoot down. There's certain things.
There's another game that's coming out by EA that people are sketchy about, Anthem. Is it going to have microtransactions? Are they going to still continue with this microtransaction like craze they're doing? I mean, because they're losing here and there.
Yeah, also, I heard one of the guys, I need to look up his name. I'll try putting it in the description if I find it. He was like a guy that was really just talking about how females in gaming need to happen more. But he was also doing it in a condescending way and telling everybody that you need to grow up. And it's like, you on top of that, they also kind of challenged everyone, I heard, that when EA is challenging people to buy their game. Basically saying, buy it if you want, don't buy it. We don't need you.
Yeah, but then sales are going low because of that.
Yeah, it was really bad marketing.
It was like, don't buy it if you don't want to. Okay, then your sales are going down, and Red Dead's doing better, and all these other games are coming out.
Yeah, I heard rumors that guy left after saying all that stupid shit, and then eventually
EA.
I hope he doesn't get a job at Bethesda. That would really piss me off.
I mean,
just because I don't want Bethesda to get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, Bethesda's going the EA route with microtransactions. Like, why would you want to pay for a mod?
It's just money. They want the faucet that never shuts off when it comes to money.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The goose that lays the golden egg, but they want the egg every fucking day.
Well, you know what's his name said from Bethesda? It's on the tip of my tongue. Well, the creator of
Todd Howard?
Yes. You know what he said?
What did God Coward say?
If you want us to not make Skyrim, stop buying it. And well, it's logical. I mean, like, they're just gonna keep making money.
But we would also buy remastered. Like, that's something he doesn't consider, though. In his perspective, he thinks that, people buy it because it's good, but at the same time, if you remastered a whole bunch of your other shit to look like Skyrim, people would definitely pay for that, too.
I'd pay for a remastered New Vegas.
I'd pay for a remastered Daggerfall, but my point being is that just because you're releasing Skyrim over and over and over again does not mean that it's better than your other games.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say that. He's always been about, everything I touch is gold. Everything that the rest of Bethesda touches, it's alright.
The fact that they finally announced a new Skyrim, a new Elder Scrolls,
yeah.
That was
and Starfield.
Amazing. Yeah.
Which I hear he's prominently, like, he's very prevalent in
which I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, though.
Yeah. I think we're definitely going to have the next generation come before that in consoles.
I feel that, too, because talking about, like we were talking about NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Their new graphics cards, the RTX, the 2080, and the 2080 Ti. Real-time lighting, instead of putting bitmaps into how it works is instead of putting planned lights into an environment, it just takes the natural lighting from outside into a building instead of just pre-lighting the building that you're in.
Yeah, that's actually one of the most unimmersive things you could have in a video game, where it just looks like it's kind of a mirror, but it's not a mirror. It just looks like it's really bad reflection, you know?
I understand that, and same with the water. And I'm glad that this new technology came, because it fixes that. It also helps with frame rates in the games from what we're seeing, because the regular 2080 is doing 60 and up with every game, 60 frames and up on 4K HDR.
Yeah, that's brilliant. It's getting harder to hide our nerd boners for NVIDIA. AMD, it's your turn, huh?
Make it better. And we'll probably consider and mention you once in a while if you made cool, awesome things.
Whoa, let's not go there. I mean, I don't hate AMD. I'm just saying it's making them nervous.
The only thing that they have come out with that's cool is the Ryzen.
Yeah, I think their next projects will be good. Hopefully. I think they'll probably go into more like batteries and stuff like that though in the future. Like you were telling me, the way that he was presenting all the games at NVIDIA is like he was having orgasms. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I mean, I get it. Show everybody what they want to see, the video games, how they're working, but at the same time, like, go more into it than just like games.
I thought it was a decent presentation, but yeah, it took a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more confidence from the guy that made it. He was excited, I saw that, but I also saw a bit of nervousness.
Dude, I would have been amazed to work for them because it would have been cool. Just like, you know how you mentioned, I'm giving my whole team brand new 2080s. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then he said at the end, I bet 10 people just got added when I was saying that.
Probably.
Oh, man. To get those cards, man, I would... Like, wait, which one did he say? He was giving the RTX 2080s?
Yeah, the
TIs? Or was he giving them the best ones that were like the $60,000 ones?
60,000?
Yeah, I thought that's how much one of the cards he was talking about was.
Oh, yes, but no, those are the workstation cards. Those cards are not made for gaming. They're more like what I used to do in school.
Okay.
Game design and stuff like that. That's what they're there for. They're to render and process things.
Oh, so this is just for their personal use. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, and the 2080s are dedicated gaming cards. I mean, you can render things and do what you want to do, but those $60,000 cards are just meant for rendering and editing and designing.
Yeah, what's really cool about those NVIDIA cards, though, is they work seamlessly with AI in the way that they just support it, and you could just make video games a very special way now, right?
Yeah.
It's easier to craft things in the video game.
Well, lighting, and it's easier to make things look realistic. Because if you think about it, you could design something so detailed, but if the lighting and the color is not right, it's not going to look real.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of PUBG, where it's like the rendering of the grass happens in a different kind of view field, where it's like you could use scopes to see people hiding in the grass because it's not rendered in that area. So you just shoot them.
Exactly.
Easy. I really hate that because it's like, as a noob, I really like that I'm hiding in the grass, but the fact that you can see me ruins everything.
And with these graphics cards, it does really feel we're getting into that uncanny valley kind of vibe with games. Look at Lara Croft. Look at Forza.
Yeah, they look so photorealistic, right?
Yeah.
That's the words they're using. Photorealistic. I like that.
I think we're a little off, but we're gonna get there eventually.
Yeah. It's gonna look just like Lucy Liu in that Futurama episode.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And I mean that gives us a future for the consoles, the next gen, PS5, a little bit of an overview, and same with Microsoft, the Project Scarlet. What their whole thing with Project Scarlet is, it's one thing, but it's two things at the same time, which then they opened up what it is. It's one traditional console that has all the power at home, and another one that's all streaming, which I feel is like, I get it, why you want to do that, cheaper console for people that can't afford the big one.
Plus, isn't it all cloud storage, so you don't need to actually have any physical memory?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's like an oxymoron, because people that don't have enough money to buy the traditional console, do you think they're gonna have the money to pay for the internet to power that streaming console?
That's very curious, because here's the weird thing about that. Supposedly they already had meetings with most of their like lead developers or lead gaming developing teams, the teams that actually work for them, like Ninja Theory and people that just got added. With that, I want to know how much information did they give them about what streaming is going to look like in the future, and then from there, I want to know, did Microsoft actually, like, did they talk to other internet providers to see what is going to be available in the future? Like, is there a secret kind of internet a secret internet speed that we're not going to be told about till, like,
or are we going to be in those dark times of lag again?
Yeah, it'd be a great idea, but in 2 years from here, is Google going to basically take over the world with their fiber optics? It's like a valid question, I think.
I don't know. Probably like
they're already setting up in Tampa. That's not too far from us.
Probably like how this rain is taking over our podcast a little bit.
Yeah, damn you, Thunderlord.
Yeah, and they're like how we talked about, they're adding a subscription service, not just for, they have their Xbox Live, they have their Game Pass, but now they're adding a subscription to own their console, like a cell phone.
I don't hate it, but at the same time, I think you should get a discount if you're a seasoned subscription of gold subscription for Xbox Live. If you've had Xbox Live for 3 years consecutively, I think you should definitely get it.
Yeah, but with this new
at a discount.
With this new subscription, you're not paying for the subscriptions anymore. You're not paying for Xbox Live. You're not paying for Game Pass separately. When you're paying for the console every month, that's all together.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you're a past customer though, who's paid 3 years already for like your gold membership, for this new subscription thing, it would be great if you had like a discounted price for your monthly thing.
Yeah, and it also makes you question if Xbox is going towards that subscription game kind of model that EA is trying to go for.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how that would probably affect video gaming.
It would affect it a lot if you think about it, because how EA and many other companies are trying to do, like Capcom with Resident Evil.
Yeah, is it just going to be more predatory practices and really?
Yeah, like
it's just going to turn into mobile gaming.
separate games to chapters instead of like releasing a new game. Just add chapters to that game.
That's pretty much how it feels for Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, the video games. It feels like they're two episodic things, and then you gotta wait 4 years for the next one, practically.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's ridiculous what game companies are trying to do, trying to make everything a subscription service. Video games shouldn't be a subscription service. If you want to buy a game and play it, play it. That's how everything should be. If DLC, fine. If you want to make money off the DLC, that's fine. But
Yeah, microtransactions, loot boxes is what destroyed Halo, right? Meanwhile, you have Overwatch doing the same thing over and over again.
But they're making money.
Yeah, it's weird how you have these ideas that worked in the past going up against these new concepts, and the new concepts are just sweeping everything under the rug. Like Fortnite, didn't think that was ever going to happen. Now Call of Duty has to try and keep up with them.
But now consoles, I think that's a little too far, and I hope Sony doesn't go that way, to be honest.
Yeah, as far as consoles go, man, I really hope that it doesn't get too out of price range. Like, you already have to buy a 4K TV to play these new consoles anyway, right?
For the most part.
Yeah. I'm hoping for cheaper alternatives to come around.
This is why I fear when companies say, "Oh, we want to make consoles like PCs." Well, I mean, PC gaming is not for everyone. It's only for people that can afford it.
Yeah, but also it's more adjustable, in my opinion.
Yeah,
as far
I
as
understand
consoles go.
that.
Consoles are cheaper, but you are stuck with those graphics on that console until you get another console, which might come 4 years later.
But yet again, with a PC, you're paying more than that for just a graphics card to upgrade to new graphics every couple of years.
Yeah, but you have the ability to upgrade the system. That's what people like.
I understand that. Make a console that's
customizable.
modular. Yeah, a modular console, that would be cool. But like the Steam box that failed, I tried to be a modular console. But we'll see the future of gaming as it moves on.
Yeah, I hear APUs are really good right now for those people that can't afford the new graphics cards coming out.
Yeah. And another topic, since we're going in the gaming round right now, is Gamescom. You know, it was pretty good this year.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch. I'll just watch it when I get home, I guess.
Yeah, a game that was using the new real-time lighting was Metro Exodus, and it looked amazing.
Yeah, I actually got to see a little bit of Gamescom. Now that I think about it, the NVIDIA stuff, I got to see some of that. And that NVIDIA stuff was a beautiful, just wow. Like you were talking about Metro Exodus.
Yeah.
It was like the shading and the animal, the monsters that were coming after you.
Real-time lighting and everything, and the reflections. Yeah, it was perfect, and I feel like this is a good turn for video games. And I mean, like all the Metro games, I played them, but I couldn't beat them. It's just that.
That's me in Final Fantasy in a nutshell. I beat this Final Fantasy, but it didn't have the DLC, and I kind of felt like it was incomplete, kind of.
It was.
It was a bit fast. Also, I never got the flying car. That pissed me off when you told me about that, but I already sold it.
Flying car, bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that are good this year. Also, Devil May Cry is coming back.
Yep. Is it Virgil? Who is that, Nero?
I think it's Virgil.
Oh, okay. I don't know who it was.
Got a new robotic arm.
That's pretty cool.
More demons.
More demons. And the sidekick is very zesty.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do with another game that's about a man that's half demon?
Killing demons? I don't know. I guess maybe a tie-in. It'd be really cool to have like Alien just like pop. Alien's the most dead franchise ever, so it'd just be great to have crossovers into everything with that.
You know what'd be cool is that, like, you're talking about crossovers. They made a game where all these characters crossed over, like, you know, all the Capcom characters crossed over to their universes.
I thought that was Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, but it's Marvel and Capcom, and I'm just talking about a game where just Capcom characters.
I guess that'd be pretty cool. I do like more Leon from Resident Evil.
Yeah, and Chris. Talk about Resident Evil.
No, I hate Chris.
You hate
Resident Evil
Chris?
5 was the worst.
Yeah,
I didn't play him in, was it the first one you play as him?
I think so.
Yeah, I didn't play those.
Well, talk about they're remaking Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, boy.
Dude, I'm excited. I saw the gameplay, and when I saw the gameplay, I was like, I'm pre-ordering that, and I pre-ordered the collector's edition.
Yeah, you know what my favorite part of the Resident Evil series is?
What's that?
Collecting green herbs. I always like giggle a little bit when I pick them up. Just like, green herb obtained. Woo!
And they always go out with their collector's edition. There's a collector's edition in Japan for Resident Evil 2 that's like a couple $1,000.
Was it a tentacle thing?
No, I think it's like a better statue or something like that. I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
I thought it was like a monster tentacle arm. Modeled after a monster in the game.
Yeah, I mean, they always go all out though for Resident Evil, and
wait, number 2, isn't this the one with Nemesis?
I think so.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe a Nemesis statue. Huh? Does that make you happy, Nemesis?
No.
Does that make you feel better about the game?
No.
It's gonna have dynamic lighting, come just in time for RTX.
Well, if they released it for PC, I'd be all down for that, but I got it for Xbox.
Yeah, I got it for Xbox. No, I didn't get it yet. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it yet. I'll wait for reviews. Or maybe I'll wait for your review.
Yeah.
But the point is, I don't want to get it yet.
Oh yeah, we're also doing...
I wasn't happy about 6.
Yeah.
And Biohazard looked pretty good, but I didn't play it.
What I'm pissed off is coming out next year. Same with Kingdom Hearts, finally.
Kingdom Hearts trash, though it doesn't look like it when you look at all the other games.
It took them how long to make this game?
Well, no, it's just crazy how many like sequels there are.
They waited for every Disney movie to come out just to release it.
Oh God, can you imagine how many Disney movies you're gonna have to trudge through?
Just to make...
I already don't want to go through Frozen. Yeah, just think about that. You're gonna have to deal with that awkward dialogue too. That's the only thing that
Don't do Rick.
Are you gonna do Japanese version or English version for the sub? Or
English, of course. I don't want to be stuck with the Japanese.
I'm gonna go with the Japanese with English subtitles, only because I really don't like how awkward everything seems. With
and this is awkward for me. This is the first Kingdom Hearts game that I'm gonna play on the Xbox. Oh,
you're a PlayStation guy?
Yeah, I'm kind of a purist.
Yeah, I used to be PlayStation 2. And then it finally hit me.
Yeah,
my PlayStation broke.
Like Yakuza, it was an exclusive to the PS4. It was an exclusive to Sony. Then they're like, no, we're gonna release it on PC. And like, then what's the point of a PS4 anymore? If every game that, like Microsoft, Xbox, every game that's being released is now on PC. So what's gonna be the point of your consoles?
I don't know. I honestly just want to switch to PC altogether. My Xbox One original is just garbage. It is trash in this new era where things are slightly getting boosted. I still crash like Fallout 4 and games like that. Just sucks to play, you know?
Yeah, I understand that.
But hopefully going to be making the switch to Xbox One soon. Xbox One X soon.
Don't make it too late.
And I think it'll be on discount this Black Friday.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna pick up a 4K TV and Xbox One. I could probably get that for $400 altogether. If I find the right place.
Sony does have a crazy bundle right now.
Oh, what's their bundle?
No, they had a crazy bundle. I think when Gran Turismo came out, it was $40,000. Came with a car, a 4K TV, and a PS4 Pro. For $40,000.
Is there a body in the trunk of the car or something? Like, what the fuck?
No, it was a Mazda. It was a Gran Turismo edition Mazda.
Wow.
No, I feel it's not worth it.
I'm gonna review that collector's edition.
Hell no.
This one comes with a car. It's the best figurine ever.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about, Spider-Man's coming along.
Oh man, Spider-Man, when that game comes out with the RTX graphics eventually.
Maybe I'm
Possibly.
not sure. I'm not sure about that because, I mean, it is a this gen console game. But if they released it for PC, that would be amazing.
I think they eventually will. They probably like give it to Iron Galaxy or someone like they did for Batman Origins.
Hopefully. I don't know. I think this game brings me back to the original, like the Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it looks really good in the sense that it just has all the villains just ganging up on him and fisting him in the butthole, it looked like in the trailer.
I feel like sometimes they do a better job at showing the universe compared to movies nowadays.
Yeah, with games you can get away with more, and you can put more dramatic stuff in there like really kind of like absurd stuff like Spider-Man. That's absurd as fuck.
That's how I feel like movies should be more open to more absurd, crazy ideas than just
getting darker and grittier
and closing themselves, being closed-minded.
Yeah,
that's why the game industry is making more money than them.
Well, that and subscription services.
That too.
The video games have had subscription services since 10 years now? 20 years? Feels like. Just a real long time.
I'm excited to show you guys the collector's edition of this game and some gameplay and review it for you guys.
When does it come out again?
Comes out September 7th.
Alright, September 7th we'll be coming to you guys for a review.
And this is our actual first camera video that not just vocals.
Can't wait to do the face reveals. We're gonna show you guys what we look like.
Fugly as hell.
Hey, that hurt my ego. But
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're also gonna do a review of the game, give you our opinions and our score.
Yep, gonna be a real simple scoring system too.
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, but back to Spider-Man 4. Who's your favorite villain you're gonna see from that? Don't think about it too hard.
Not Falcon. What's his name? Vulture?
Vulture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
And the Green Goblin and...
I like Scorpion. He just shoots lasers out of his ass. That's fun. That's really fun.
Rhino?
Oh yeah, Rhino's gonna be in this one. Finally. Oh, you know what would also be cool to have? Mysterio.
But isn't Rhino kind of like a ripoff of Juggernaut?
Isn't Juggernaut just a ripoff of Juggernaut? And Hulk?
Pretty much.
They're all just big, unbeatable, stupid assholes. And then you beat them with your smarts. That's why they get beat by smart
The only one that
people.
can beat Juggernaut is Dr. Xavier.
Exactly. The only person that beats Bronze is Brains in this universe. Rhino gets Spider-Man, obviously one of the smartest Avengers.
Since Disney bought Fox, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, Juggernaut's got Professor X. That's his bully.
Now Fantastic Four. Thing versus Juggernaut.
Yeah, and I just want to get this last one in. Hulk's his worst villain is himself. Bruce Banner is his bully. Hopefully
we get a Hulk movie, a decent Hulk movie, decent Fantastic Four movie. And this whole talking about subscriptions, Disney's new subscription.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Fantastic Four movie is going to happen though. Probably like 4 years from now.
Yeah, did you see the list that Disney has for their shows?
No, and I'm actually kind of scared.
I'm scared?
Yeah.
And did you see DC?
They got too much content coming out.
DC subscription service?
No, I'm not paying attention to DC at the moment.
Not even if they give Brendan Fraser his job back as an actor?
What?
Yeah.
No fucking way. Okay, I'm in. You just got me. I don't know why, but I just love Encino Man and all the other stuff he's done. Except for Looney Tunes. That was back in action.
He's going to be in a TV show for their subscription service. He's going to be a robot cop.
So not RoboCop?
No, he's.
That would be really cool to have him as RoboCop, though.
Yeah, he's gonna. He's gonna. Yeah, well, he was considered for the job because of all his past movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they just want to bring him back to the light.
I want him back too. It's bullshit. I want more Bedazzled sequels. You remember he made the deal with the devil, and then the devil granted his wish. And every time the devil granted him his wish, he'd be upset. He would bitch about everything, because there was a catch to everything. It's just a great
Robot
movie.
Man.
Robot Man.
He's gonna be Robot Man and Doom Patrol.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I'd watch. I wouldn't bootleg that, no sorry.
I'm excited for him to make a comeback, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it was about time. His comeback should have been The Mummy.
No, I think he's past that.
Oh, it would have been better than Tom Cruise.
I agree. Tom Cruise should not be in anything like that. Supernatural stuff is not his forte.
He's the one that completely destroyed the Dark Universe for Universal. So.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing about it. They tried making a horror movie and they ended up with Mission Impossible. How the hell do you do that?
With mummies.
Yeah, how the hell do you do that? It's literally beat for beat a Mission Impossible movie when you look at it.
Well,
his teammate even dies, just like in Mission Impossible 1. Emilio Estevez got the fucking sword to the eyes from the elevator.
Scientologists, I'm telling you, they make everything into Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Just, no.
Yeah, he's making a comeback with that, and well, I mean, they're gonna be good shows. The only one that I'm skeptical, and I keep saying it, is Teen Titans.
Oh, the live action?
Yeah.
Fuck Batman. I'm making that joke every fucking time.
That $5 hooker Starfire.
Oh, yeah.
Cosplayers can do a better Starfire.
I wonder what their Terra is going to look like when she gets introduced again.
If it's a white girl.
It's going to be. That'd be funny if they went with an Asian blonde. You'd be like, what?
Oh, I hope it's a white girl, but like, this whole... How are they going to do Starfire's sister? Right?
She's also good. The whole planet is black now. Don't you get it, Pedro?
No,
Stop spouting out your nonsense about go back to Africa planet.
No, how can you make a I don't know. It's just riveting. They mutated in the origin story. They mutated from cats or something, and blah blah blah.
Wait, she was a cat?
Their species of people is like half cat, something like.
I never got that from the show. I thought they were like half orange or some shit.
I don't know.
Their color. It's a stupid joke, but seriously.
And the actress was getting butthurt that, oh, you don't like it because I'm black. It's not because you're black. The thing is, I've seen black cosplayers do Starfire, and they do her justice. Orange, skin and everything. It's not because you're black. It's not because. It's because.
So you're saying basically it's like having a different colored Venom. If Venom was not black, that would upset you, right?
You have to keep accurate to the a white cyborg. Would you
say
be happy?
They made a
Mexican
Venom
cyborg? Would you be happy with it?
I wouldn't mind, but say they did turn Venom orange, okay?
He's not Venom anymore,
right? It doesn't feel the same, right?
Same with Starfire.
And yet they still do that with action figures and stuff. They make Batman in white outfit. They make Batman in all types of different outfits.
Like Black Adam.
But it's like not everyone can accessorize, I guess.
Black Adam?
But I don't think Batman should accessorize either.
Yeah, like I'm trying to say, Black Adam is going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's who's playing Black Adam.
Isn't he Brown Adam at that point?
Well, I mean, Black Adam, wasn't he still like a dark black man? Or what was he?
I thought he was a white dude.
He was a white dude?
Black hair. Who was really buff and pissed off at that kid for turning into a buff guy too. Hey, there's not enough room on this planet for everybody with magical buffness.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Movies are becoming ridiculous. they're just pandering to people.
Well, that's the thing. I like ridiculous. What I don't like is boring. Because boring feels like I'm just getting dragged the whole time in my seat.
Like James Gunn is not coming back to Guardians.
I thought you said he was.
No, they did. They're not. They're keeping his. They're keeping the script for Guardians Volume 3, but he's not working for Disney.
Is that of his own volition, or did they say no?
I think it's out of. Well, it's
Because I thought there was a strike with the actors. They said they didn't want to do it without him.
Something like that, but now
then they just raised the price. How stupid is that? Just work with them at that point. Now, if you're going to be raising the salaries of your actors.
Now DC is trying to hire him, or DC fans want DC to hire him.
That would be pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie.
It would make sense.
What do you think he would direct?
Suicide Squad, make it actually good.
No. Let's just kill Suicide Squad for now.
No, don't kill Suicide Squad.
How about Doom Patrol? I'd watch a Doom Patrol movie if he was the one directing.
It's becoming a TV show, so.
Oh, yeah. How about he directs a movie with Justice League Unlimited kind of stuff, you know? Or they add more heroes.
Or they actually make Flashpoint.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because I'm pretty sure everybody wants Flashpoint.
I bet you he could make a really good Hawkwoman movie.
Yeah, hope so.
And it would just be Birdman with Hawkwoman. You remember Birdman the movie?
Yeah.
With Michael Keaton?
Here's the thing that annoys me with movies now, how Wonder Woman has a female director, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if the director is male or female.
I do. If you're gonna direct my movies, you have to cut your penis off.
Trying to get to a point here.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't care if they're male or female or whatever have you. Because there's people that, okay, they want to be an attack helicopter, orange juice, whatever.
I want to be orange juiced.
See, I don't care. As long as the movie's great and they did a great job, that's all that matters.
Yeah, execution.
The execution. I don't care female or male. As long as the movie's great, that's all that matters. Same with video games. Doesn't matter if it's a male or female. As long as the execution, everything's done right, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting for Red Dead Redemption 2. Execution. It's just gonna be perfect.
It's Rockstar.
Yeah, they do have that moment.
It's always a 10 out of 10 with them.
The momentum from their other games. Unfortunately, hopefully the DLC for this one is better than the DLC for Grand Theft Auto.
Or it actually exists for once.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, hopefully.
Yeah, because the whole GTA Online, and they just pushed all their work to GTA Online. That kind of saddened me a little bit.
I was confused because I was like, there's obviously more stories you could do with these characters. They're colorful. You guys put most of your colorful...
Validate Tony could have been a DLC.
Yeah, they put more of their more colorful characters into the online aspect. I'm like,
Nico
what?
Bellic.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to see him and Carl and him, CJ, and all the guys or the dude from Vice City.
CJ is an old man or something. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, those guys versus the new guys.
Yeah, something like
great.
that. Tommy Vicetti, bring him back. That's what we thought he was gonna be. One of the main characters we thought he was gonna be Tommy.
Yeah, from Vice City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ended up being somebody else.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, and I feel in talking about GTA, the only actor that has gotten an acting career out of GTA, Steve Ogg.
Oh my god, his role in Westworld season 2,
and
pretty fucking awesome.
In The Walking Dead.
Oh, I haven't seen him in Walking Dead.
Oh, they just killed his character off recently.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I could have sworn. No, never mind. I'm
but
sad now.
He's getting around to being like a big time actor, and
I know. I want him in more stuff. He's great. He does Psycho super good. He's like Jack Nicholson good.
You know who he could play in a new movie? Hannibal Lecter.
Or Joker. I could accept him as Joker.
I see him more as a Scarface kind of guy.
Well, that would work. Yeah.
He feels like he should just be in 80s movies, to be honest, Steve Owen.
Pretty much. Unlike everyone else. I feel bad for him, at the same time, it's like, it happens.
But he's doing a good job, though.
True.
Yeah, it's...
Also, he's doing voice acting work on Cartoon Network. He does the voice of Shadowy Figure and Laserface, I think.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so. Just Laser? Mr. Laser?
Something like that.
Yeah, Laser Fist, something along those lines. But it's like him being those two characters. That's pretty awesome. Because I actually like the show when it has action in it. Sometimes it just goes off into too much comedy for me. I feel like people are trying to either have a really good balance or just say fuck it and just put an episode of comedy, then an episode of sad, then an episode of happy, and then an episode of this. But that doesn't flow very well structurally speaking for stories.
I can see what you're saying.
In my opinion.
You like something that flows more naturally than just like here and there and that.
Yeah, it's kind of like how people complain about too much comedy in The Last Jedi.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, everything doesn't need to be serious all the time.
No, agreed. I'm just saying the comedy has to be placed somewhere well in the episode, rather than have an episode where it's just comedy, and then have another episode where there's no comedy, it's just sadness, the whole thing, and then another episode where it's just action.
Sadness and depression.
Yeah, I like it to have a little bit of different things, you know?
Talking about movies, what movie are you excited to see? What that's come out recently?
Nothing really.
Or coming out?
Just Wreck-It Ralph.
Just Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, other than that, I really want to talk about TV shows.
Sure.
Like Gary and His Demons on Mondo. You could see that on Verve. I'm doing free advertising for them right now. It's VRV, I think.
Yeah. I like their small time cartoons. They're short skits and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been addicting to watching like a bunch of them. Like there's one you and me watched that movie about like these dudes that are like after a girl collecting things that she shits out to get like these popsicles and stuff like that. Remember that movie we watched a while ago?
No, actually I forgot. It's really hard. All I remember watching with you is the movie with where it's basically Die Hard but a comedy, and it has the workaholics in it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Don't even remember the name of the movie. I don't. Is what I'm saying. You probably do.
Game Over. I think Game Over Man or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like it. That sounds like something they would make.
Something like that. Yeah. That's. I mean, tell me about that show. What?
Gary and His Demons. So it's about this really depressed guy, and he's the chosen one for this ministry, I think they call it, for like demon hunting. So he's just a really sad fucking person, just demon hunting all fucking time. And it kind of reminds me of Adventure Time in the sense that they use absurdity to a maximum degree. You know how a regular show in Adventure Time, when they do something weird, it felt like really... That's the word I'm looking for. It just flowed. It felt natural when they were doing it.
Yeah, like they're...
Like...
it was supposed to happen.
Yeah. It just feels really good when I watch it. It's also like 11 minutes, by the way. It's a short, like, cartoon, but it's just so goddamn funny.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, my favorite's the Tiger episode. When you get to that, it'll be pretty funny.
Another good show.
I mean, the whole thing's funny, but that episode especially funny.
Another good show is on Netflix right now, and it's like from the creators of The Simpsons.
Disenchanted. Yeah, Disenchanted's pretty good. I'm up to like episode 8, I think.
Oh, it gets better. The beginning, when she gets her demon, and oh my God, Lucy. Yeah,
Lucy, played by Eric Andre. It's so weird because it's like the girl that works on Disenchanted, the one that plays Bean.
Yeah.
The one that she plays Abby on whatchamacallit, the show Work. Sorry, I was thinking Workaholics. It's Broad City. She works on Broad City, and it's like she worked with Hannibal Buress, who also has worked with Eric Andre on Eric Andre's show. So she's literally worked with both Hannibal and Eric, and it's just funny to me.
He does such a great job as the devil, though. Think about it. Yes, he's the demon. He's demon. What do you think about Lucy? He's Lucifer.
I don't know what his job is.
Maybe he is the devil.
It's like a corrupt being. I guess he does a pretty good job. She's pretty like
Pretty
a
damn
blank
well.
slate. He just keeps putting his art on like a canvas. He's painting on a canvas.
Elfo. Oh my
I
god.
actually don't like Elfo.
You know?
No. I actually would prefer if they added another person that was a character.
I like Elfo because he's just that person that's in the wrong situation at the right time.
Yeah. You know what I noticed with the show?
What's that?
They're forcefully trying to make the blue her brother. They're literally trying their hardest to just put him out of the picture. Because it kind of feels like they don't want another Bart on their hands. Bart was a character that was just supposed to be a throwaway gags and stuff, but because of that bad boy persona, they kept making him the star on accident.
People fell in love with him.
Yeah, there are episodes where people prefer him and his delinquency over almost every episode that Lisa has ever been in.
Well, Lisa's more of a throwaway character than Bart, to be honest.
No, agreed. I'm just saying the way they did it. So this time around, it kind of looks like they're heavily pushing the brother into the background so much that it feels like... you remember Family Matters when they had the little girl that barely spoke and then she was just gone from the show eventually?
Never happened, yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of those kind of characters where he could go...
He could
and
die.
it would not matter to the show at all. But at the same time, I like that whatchamacallit. I like his character for the most part. He's a little baby, kind of crybaby, but it's like I think it works. Because in these things, it's like everyone knows what they're doing. It feels like, and he doesn't know, and he's willing to just say that. So I appreciated that.
When you get to the later episodes, it gets darker. It just keeps the show it's lighthearted in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, there's only 10 episodes. I'm only missing 2 episodes.
It just keeps getting darker.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, episode 8, is that where...
Music's on point, I'll say that much. I just want to put that one in there.
Is that where they finally find the elixir to revive the mom? Or...
Why, are you getting into spoiler territory?
No. I'm just is that where they're using Elfo to make an elixir for immortality or something like that?
No, that was the episode where they went to do the ambassador stuff.
Oh yeah, that episode.
Fucked up, yeah.
Bean fucked it up most of it. Drunk.
Well,
hanging.
it was Lucy's fault.
Oh yeah, because he got it drunk. Yeah.
Is that the same principle as roofing someone?
Do not look at the ambassador while she's naked. She's hanging upside down.
His literal job is to take advantage of Bean at every turn. But I'm like, that's literally everything that woman... It's literally everything that feminists hate.
But you keep finding out he has a conscience.
Yeah.
Little by little, he has a conscience.
Yeah, like when he saved Elfo from that oven. But we should probably stop talking about it, though. Don't want to get too much into spoilers.
True.
But it's like that show, and there was one more I really like right now I want to talk about.
Did you watch Castle Rock yet?
Yeah, I'm all caught up.
Are you?
Yeah, I watched The Queen. That was the last episode.
Oh, that was such a good episode.
Yeah, it really was. It made me cry. It legitimately made me cry.
You keep finding out who he is little by little.
They were telegraphing what was going to happen, but at the same time, it's like I emotionally connected with that character. The mom?
Yeah, I like the mom, but like how she puts chess pieces everywhere to remember.
Yeah, I feel really bad because memory is something I'm trying to I find memory to be one of the most precious things. It's literally your soul. Your memory is your soul.
And the random guy that we don't know who his name is, but people keep saying he's a devil.
Oh, the kid?
The kid, yeah.
I think that's what they keep calling him.
The devil.
No, the kid.
The kid.
Yeah, because he doesn't give his real name for some reason.
But I've been reading up and looking up stuff. According to like the Stephen King universe and stuff like that,
Yeah.
he's made it of the randomness. The Shining, what The Shining is. He's made out of all of that. That's
The
what he is.
Skizzles?
What it was made out of.
The Skizzles?
Skizzles?
Yeah, it's like God's voice or some shit.
Well, they call it the
Schisms?
They call it the randomness.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, and that's what they call it in the show, the randomness. And
It's worse than evil.
and
It'll confuse you, then kill you.
and in that show, it's interesting because what universe are we in? Are we in the universe that Christine we know Cujo exists because in the beginning you saw him in a newspaper.
Yeah, in Pet Cemetery. People were expecting the dog and the thing to come back to life.
You know, The Shining, the hotel is real because they mention it.
Yeah. That one chick who was played by that girl from the remake of the Evil Dead series.
And the twins, and you
Yeah.
know, like when are we going to see Christine? When are we going to see it?
Yeah, I would love to just have an episode where a car just runs people over. And
Or-
you're like, what?
Or in this universe, whatever is making all people kill themselves and like people go crazy and saying just suicide. What if that's the being that creates Christine in that universe?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to think about that. But I am saying that the Dark Tower stuff, that's going to be pretty interesting when it gets in there, right?
If it gets into that.
You don't think it'll happen? You think it's like an anthology kind of series?
Well, because
where it's like one season's talking about this, and then another season we're going to talk about something
hopefully,
else?
because Steven, remember how he said that the show universe is like there's a universe where he's talking about these occurrences and he exists in them. And there's another universe where these things are happening.
Kind of like M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, and
Puts
there's
himself in his movies.
Yeah, and there's a universe where he exists with the monsters that he's creating.
So Stephen King is a monster.
So there's a lot of universes. So apparently, according to them, our universe is one of the universes in Stephen King. Because remember, he says like it's a universe where the author exists, and he's telling you stories about these creatures. It's a whole mindfuck. That universe is a whole mindfuck.
Yeah, kind of like if Jesus was talking about how he did stuff, and he was the one that wrote in the Bible.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy. That's just a concept. I know Jesus didn't write the Bible. Which makes you beg the question, if Jesus did write a book, would you read it? I wouldn't. Because I only read what's on Oprah's list.
We're just getting into some dark territory.
Dark Tower. We're in it.
We're in it?
Yeah, we're in a dark tower.
Maybe.
I have no clue how to segue into our next topic.
Which is?
I thought we were going to talk about another TV show. I couldn't think of the other one I wanted to talk about. Preacher, probably? That Preacher. Is it season finale? Or is the season finale coming up?
To be honest, I haven't watched any of the episodes.
No,
I haven't had time.
It's gotten pretty good.
Has it?
Yeah.
I know they introduced Lucifer before God, which kind of makes no sense, but okay.
I guess it's all about how you do entrances. Other than that, what was the other show that I was watching that I really, really liked? Why the fuck am I having such a tough time with this? I think it was probably... Oh yeah, an anime. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Sorry, it escaped me because I keep forgetting the title of the name because it's like, you know how the Japanese version of an anime and an English version of an anime have two different fucking titles.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, so I keep forgetting that because it's called like Iso Makuna.
I was about to say, is it something on Pornhub? Because you always keep mentioning Pornhub.
Do I, or do you keep mentioning Pornhub because you think I like it so much?
You're the one that keeps.
And you want to make it normal to talk about Pornhub every
You're the
day.
one that always keeps asking me if we want to put our.
But
podcast.
did I do that this time? No, you did. So now it's reversed. The tables have flipped. Now don't make me flip that table because it's got all your stuff on it. And you're gonna be like, oh, that costs a lot of money, and I'm gonna be like out already of the room. It's gonna be like, you know when cartoons run and they leave behind the smoke? It's gonna be like that.
Like our podcast do sometimes?
Yeah, let's do that right now with our podcast. What's that sound effect that Scooby-Doo always makes when he runs? It's like something like that.
That'd be nice if you added some sound effects.
I'm gonna see about putting some in. I'll watch some videos before I post this one. But I think that's all the time we got, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.
That was fun.
Yep.